In an age where we rush forward, chasing every small opportunity, perhaps this is the moment to pause and look back at the people of the past. They had no technology, no machines, and no vast networks of knowledge like we do today. Yet they had something many of us are losing: long-term vision. What allowed them to build civilizations that lasted for hundreds of years? What helped them raise people who were strong, disciplined, and steadfast? And most importantly, what can we learn from them today? Today, we will walk through 7 powerful foundations in ancient thinking. 7 perspectives that helped them build nations, shape human character, and leave behind legacies that time could not erase. 7 principles that may seem old, yet they can completely transform the way we live, the way we work, the way we raise our children, and even the way we look at our own future. 1. Ancient people looked toward future generations, not short-term gains. The biggest difference between ancient thinking and modern thinking is this: people today often ask how to get quick results. Ancient people asked whether an action would benefit their descendants 100 years later. Because of this long-term vision, they planted forests for future generations, built irrigation systems even if they would not see the results, and created lasting structures meant to survive many lifetimes. They focused on developing people, not just chasing profits. Their long-term mindset created foundations that lasted through time. 2. They believed that building people is more important than building wealth. A strong nation begins with strong character. Ancient people valued qualities such as independence, discipline, integrity, humility, and service. They knew that wealth can be lost, but good character will create new wealth again. So instead of teaching their children how to get rich, they taught them how to think correctly, how to treat others, how to take responsibility, and how to overcome hardship. This was their vision of developing the person before developing the nation. 3. They prepared for the worst, even during peaceful times. They did not wait for disaster before learning how to respond. They stored food for years of poor harvest, built houses high enough to avoid floods, trained their soldiers even during prosperity, and taught children survival skills in nature. Early preparation kept them from being caught off guard by change. 4. They treated education as a long-term legacy. Education was not a cost. It was an investment in the future of the country. Ancient people believed this. A child taught well makes a strong family. A generation taught well makes a strong nation. They educated children not only to pass exams, but to become useful human beings. They learned reading to understand moral principles, learned values to live correctly, and learned trades to support themselves and contribute to society. Education was their most powerful and lasting weapon. 5. They built society on community spirit. One of the greatest strengths of ancient communities was this: no one was left behind. Villagers harvested together, protected one another, built houses as a team, shared food in hard times, and worked as a unit. They understood that one strong individual does not make a strong nation. A strong community does. 6. They viewed peace as the most important strategy for national growth. Ancient people understood that war destroys wealth, chaos erases knowledge, and conflict slows down a nation for many generations. Keeping the people peaceful and secure was the top priority. When people live in peace, the economy grows and the nation prospers. A nation with long-term vision always values peace more than short-term power. 7. They protected cultural roots while staying open to new knowledge. Ancient people were not stubborn or closed-minded. They kept their moral values, culture, dignity, and family traditions. But they were willing to learn new ideas if those ideas helped the nation grow. They blended tradition with progress. This allowed them to develop without losing their identity. After looking back at the long-term vision of the people of the past, we begin to understand that greatness does not come from the era we live in. It comes from the way we think. A person may be poor, may have little, may lack opportunities. But if that person has vision, discipline, moral character, and the ability to think beyond themselves for the sake of future generations, then that person carries within them the strength of an entire civilization. Start with the small things. Think farther than 1 week or 1 month. Live with more responsibility for yourself and your family. Build character before you build wealth. Prepare for challenges before they arrive. And always remember that the choices you make today are seeds planted for the future of people you may never meet, your own descendants. You do not need to become great immediately. You only need to begin living with a deeper and clearer vision. Time will take care of the rest. Thank you for listening to this story. If these ancient values touched you, inspired you, or made you reflect more deeply on life, please leave a comment. Give the video a like, and remember to subscribe to the Life Wisdom channel for more meaningful stories every day. I wish you and your family peace, clarity, and strength on your journey toward building your own future.